Yeah, I gotta go. What do you got?
On government funding here.
Don't ask me about my plans for the weekend, or when you come back, you have another press conference. Yeah. What do you got?
So to that end, on government funding, here we are, close to Christmas again.
Yeah.
You're an old appropriator, who served on
Hey,
appropriations for many years.
appropriator of long standing is how we say it.
As an appropriator of long standing.
Yeah.
Kind of walk us through what it's like that we get to this point at the end of the calendar year each year. It's always up against Christmas, and the psychology behind trying to get everything done and out the door. There have been some across the building, some on the other side, who have always talked about this being a tactic, that you do a CR now so that you're forced to do an omnibus right before Christmas. Everybody just wants to get out of the building. Talk about it.
Well, whose tactic is it? This is certainly something we would like to have had done before. So whose tactic is this?
But talk about why that is. We're always at this crux.
Well, no, it is.
Before
But
Christmas.
we've been here longer. We're here longer. I'll tell you. I don't have time, but let me just tell you the story. It was that I relate to it as the 150th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation taking effect. That would have been on New Year's Day. But on New Year's Eve, I gathered a big collection of Democrats and Republicans to go to the archives, the National Archives, where they had a ceremony with speeches and music and the rest, in anticipation of the. Now, I tell you this because before we went there, because that was going to be midnight, and before we went there, I was on the case with President Obama that I wanted something more for children in the final thing. To which he said, now don't say I told you this. Don't you have anything better to do than to keep calling me about the bill? To which I said, as a matter of fact, yes. I'm taking a group in a couple of hours to the National Archives to see the Emancipation Proclamation. He said, oh yeah, that's in my office. You have a copy in your office. We're going to see the original Emancipation Proclamation. So that was well past Christmas, and we were still doing this. It's not a tactic. We'd like to have done it much sooner. Quite frankly, if you listen to Mr. Hoyer, and I do, we should have had these bills all done. We finished our bills. The Senate has not passed one appropriations bill. Not one. And what we would hope in the future is that the bills would pass in the House and Senate, their versions, go to conference, have it done by September 30th. In order to do that, you'd have to have most of your bills done by the end, as you go into the August recess. So there's a better way to do it, yes. But the fact is, we're on a good path now to get something done. And again, it's not the bill any one of us would have written, but it's the bill that we can agree to. And we will have it done in a timely fashion so that we can honor our responsibility to protect and defend, that we can meet the needs of the American people, and we can do so on time. So I'm proud, as I've said to you before, left to their own devices, the appropriators have a way to get things done. They just know the substance of it, they are sensitive to the timing of it, and they're very talented legislators.
All four top appropriators in the next Congress are going to be women. What do you think about that?
That's pretty exciting. How about that? Isn't it great? It's. I think it will make a difference in terms of consensus building, listening, and with the high regard that I have for Chairman Leahy and Richard. I mean, I've known Richard such a long time. I knew Richard when he was a Democrat. I say that to him and he says, yeah, we do go back a long way.